And we're live with the mini Giro. First in a short series of events organised by Dan Connolly. He's very active, organising events all the time and doing some fantastic branding, as you can probably see from this starting lineup here. There are 4 events in the mini Giro tonight, tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday. And they're all going to be good. Dan often organises the Northern California Tuesday nighter, his regular ride. He's been known to organise many other events. The first event we've done for a little while. Been helping some of the other events with their camera footage, so we've been doing some work with Echelon Racing League and Proximus for the Belgium racing events. I'm going to be involved with the Belgian Nationals and the American and Canadian Nationals this weekend, but in between times we like to do a few community events, and I'm talking to the mic quite a lot. So yeah, let's see who's riding tonight. You can see Dan Connolly's there. We've got Christophe Contant, it looks like, regular riders. There's probably going to be some new and different riders for me tonight. Bit of a different event to the ones that I usually cover. So try and pick out some of the riders and give them a shout out as we're going around the event. We're only 18.16 kilometers tonight, and it is mainly flat with a little bit of a kicker towards the end. Nice and red towards the end. Just confirming, I think some question marks over what type of event it is. I don't think it's a time trial tonight. I think we're using the time trial course. I think it is just a standard mass start race with draft on. Yeah, Dan's just confirmed that draft on race. That'll be hanging on for the last bit for the climbers. Race underway. Got some bots in there. Quite a lot of real riders on the road though. And we've got Lejeune from Pedalers up at the front end at Freiburg. Rob Gill of Mountain Goats fame in 3rd position at the moment. There's Ostergaard in there as well. I've seen Chris Bancross. Chris Bancross going flying through there. And Rudnick. Rudnick opening up a little gap at the front here. Yark Zoglu in 2nd position. Ben Hammond Phillips, Ratio Races is in the mix as well. As is Alex Plager. Rudnick here opening up a little bit of a lead at the front here. Snova from the Black Sheep putting in a better pace at the back, trying to bring the peloton back up. Rudnick up at 4.8 watts per kilogram at the front here, opening up a gap of 45 meters on the pack. Not to being too concerned. I expect a big group like this to be able to bring back one rider. Rudnick just setting a steady tempo, 4.5 watts per kilogram there, 330 raw watts on the floor. Good, strong performance so far. Heart rate's up at 170. I have to see how long he can sustain that for. Go back to the group. Let's see Alex Plager, one of the Ratio boys, put in a big effort here, not letting Rudnick get too far away. He's being joined by Anders Ostergaard, the Black Sheep, and Lejeune and Jewel there as well, just looking like they're going to try and bridge across. Oh, as we say there, Plager on the wheel of Rudnik, and all of a sudden this front group growing somewhat. Those efforts have brought some of the peloton up as well. It's just strung it out a little bit, but a lot of the pelotons come back there. Just quickly flick back through and see what riders we've got here. We've got Ostergaard, Jewel, DeLoyne, Nova, PD. Rob Gill's back with the group as well. Pino, Yayogs has already been mentioned. Christoph Contant. And Andrei Kujawski's in there as well, and Van Beers. So it's a good showing from Ratio Racing tonight. Kujawski just possibly reaching the limit of his efforts there. He's being distanced slightly by the group. Drafting benefit will gradually diminish unless he gets back into that drafting pocket. A couple of pedal turns and he's back there. Rudnik still leading at the front there. Zoglu there. Daniel. A little group of Canario, Montero, Leon, D'Agostino. Panay. Our host, Dan Connolly. Riding with Savagini. And there's another little grouping of B, Smocked, Togland, Pipe, Silver, Blanchard, Brandy, Wheeler, just a little bit off the back, Mahoney. I'm sure they're racing for Black Sheep, but they're wearing the same kit as Black Sheep riders do. Caldera, Martinci, Carter from VCLE, possibly a friend of Tim Sinclair's. That's the club that Tim Sinclair rides for, VCLE. A little further back there, keeping the box company, we've got Price. It's Eddie and Otichkok in this group. Might be the last of the live riders. Yeah. We'll jump back up to the front. Just like to give everybody a little shout out when we're going through these events. Not just the front group. Lots of riders put in a lot of effort to take part in these events and might not end up in the front group all the time. Van Beers, Ratio Racing just going past the camera there. Van Beers putting in a big effort here. The Ratio Racing is quite a well-established team on RGT. They've been around for a while. They take part in a lot of the events, and I would say, having watched them, they're one of the best teams at racing as a team in RGT. There are times when you see them, a good number of the Ratio Racing boys in an event, and you can see the tactics that they're using. So Van Beers up the road here now. Could be just trying to tease out some of the other riders, make them put an effort in to catch up to his wheel, and then drag one of his teammates along with them. Using that look behind feature there, just checking back, see if anyone's following. Capping 30 meters. Another look again there. Got past all these billboards that Dan's put in a great amount of effort that's been put into branding this event. Dan's quite active in the Discord group and is always helping out. Little things that Dan does that probably get missed, but not using pure white in the backgrounds for road signs and banners and things. Very easy to create those banners and fences and things, but just using a slightly off-white helps them a little more realism, make them look a bit more natural. Things like the bicycle on the road there, that's been brought from a photograph. It's Dubray fires off the front. 7 watts per kilogram there to open up a small gap. And even things like the tent, some of the technical and the tents around. I can't remember the name of the other tent. The general tent, I think it is actually. It's not a very interesting name. Some of the technical tents and things. Dan's actually taken photographs of real life items and then had those put onto the tents, which looks very effective. See Plager now. Bringing with him Ben Hammond Phillips. Garcia Racing there, 2 up at the front. Daniel Shock Moonriders comes through onto the wheel. He's putting in a big effort here to go in front of Alex Plager. Definitely stringing this race out now. We're nearly 6 kilometers in. Daniel Shock, Alex Plager on the front of this race, and a small gap, 25 meters opened up. And Rob Gill commenting, can't eat door steering. Which, I think possibly might mean can't eat for steering. But I didn't think the steering was on as yet. There is a big update coming to RGT tomorrow. Anyone that's racing tomorrow, anyone that's putting on any events or taking part in any events tomorrow, it's a big big lookout for you. You need to make sure you're in the game in advance of your event to make sure that you can get updated and make sure that you're ready for the event, basically, because there is a big update coming tomorrow, a full update, and it's a mandatory update in RGT. Quite often they'll do them as a staged update. You can update if you want to, but tomorrow is a forced update. You will not be able to ride on RGT unless you do the update. And we believe that update is bringing steering to RGT. There was possibly a little bit of a leak earlier on in the week where Wahoo allowed a product out onto their website called the Wahoo Steer, which links with your mobile phone to add steering into the game. Pretty big update, pretty big changes coming. We'll wait and see how that affects the racing. For those of you watching, we're going to have a little bit of a clash with the React Power Ranking project. So we're going to switch over to just running on Twitch, and React will be running their event on the other channel. So if you are watching, if you could head over to the Cycling News Twitch channel, and we'll be live there with this event. The other ones will be switching over to the React Power Ranking project shortly.